afternoon. Good afternoon. Come in. Welcome back, guys, to Live It Out Inc. So we want to get this night started right. This is our very first episode for the year 2021. Remember to click like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube page. You can watch us on YouTube, Instagram, and of course, Facebook Live. So welcome back to Live It Out, where our theme for this year is healing. We are healing from so many things. We're healing from depression. We're healing from anxiety. We're healing from grief. We're healing from relationships, whether it's a relationship with our children, whether it's relationships that we're trying to heal from our past, our family, our friends, our co-workers, anything that has been distracting our mental health. We are going on this journey to mental wellness. So I want you guys to come on in, join us. This is going to be a very informative, interactive night. So I want you guys to please type in your hellos, give us a shout out, throw your L's up, let us know you're with us. We're going to get this thing started. We're not going to be long because we're just going to begin our segment for Live It Out Inc. So while we're here waiting on, well, you guys, that's enough. We don't have to wait on nobody. What we're going to talk about mental wellness, mental health wellness, how to take care of ourselves mentally. We already know everybody's on this exercise thing. Hey, Miss Regina, I'm glad you in. I need you guys to help me out tonight. So we know everybody's on this, especially the New Year's resolution is to lose weight, to be healthy, and to just live better. So that's what everybody's saying they want to do, but we're going on a journey to mental wellness. Because once you take care of your mental health, then that falls in line with your physical health, your spiritual health, your emotional health, and your financial health. Need some help with the financial help. Hey, Miss Adrian, glad you guys are here. So what we're going to do, guys, before we get started and before we get into the information, before we get into everything that we want to talk about, yes, I'm here tonight. The first episode I got to do by myself because my co-host Doug backed out on me. But that's okay because we got this. We can do this. So what I want you guys to type in for me, what I want everybody to type in for me is type in how you're feeling today. How did you feel today? What was your overall feeling for today? Don't think about yesterday. Don't think about last week. Think about today. With everything that happened to you today, everything that went on today, I just want to get a feeling. We're doing a feelings check. This is called a feelings check. So I just want to know how everyone is feeling today. So just let us know in the comments if you hi Miss Tucker, if you feeling fabulous, if I am so happy with everything that's going on with my life, or I'm kind of worried, or I'm anxious about some things, or I had a frustrated day, or I had upset day, I'm depressed a little bit about something, something has happened to me to make me feel a certain way. I just wanted to type it in and see how everyone is feeling. Me, of course, I would say, just starting with myself, I would say that I'm okay today. It's okay today. I know a lot of people, 2020, everybody, we was praying like, ooh, if we could just get through 2020, if we could just get through 2020. But guess what? 2021 came in like a hurricane for some people. We still losing people to COVID. People are still dying. People are still losing their homes. People are still losing their job. Kids are still not at school. Teachers are dying. So parents are upset. Parents are confused. It's a lot that's going on. And that is taking a toll on our mental health. And we have to address that. We have to address what's distracting or what's taking a toll on our mental health. So,
Miss Tanya said overwhelmed.
Okay.
Said blessed.
I see overwhelmed. Okay, we got overwhelmed. Life is overwhelming. Shout out, a special prayer to everybody that's dealing with some type of loss right now. Whether it's the loss of a loved one, whether it's, you got so much on your plate to do. You have to be the single mom, or not. I'm not going to even say single mom. If you got to be the parent that does everything. Like you got to take them to school, you got to pick them up from school, you got to get them ready for bed, you got to help them with their homework, and you don't have no time for yourself, and you feel overwhelmed. If your job is overwhelming, if your relationship is overwhelming, if just family is overwhelming, I special shout out to you guys. Be strong, stay strong, and that's why you got to take care of your mental health, because all of those feelings, all of that anxiety that you're feeling, we can take a physical toll on your body. You might not see it, but eventually it will take a physical toll on your body. Even when you're a little tired, when you're feeling tired, that's the cue for you to take some time and relax. Don't just wait till you get tired and relax. Sometimes you can be tired and not sleepy. You can be tired from just having a hard day, or just it took everything you had to just push through the day. It took everything you had to just deal with that coworker. It took everything you had not to punch somebody in their throat. So when you're feeling tired like that, that's the cue. Like, hold on, I need to take a moment. I need to take a moment, degress, and do something to calm me down. Do something to rejuvenate me. Do something that's going to help me mentally and keep me stable so I don't hurt nobody, or nobody don't hurt me, or whatever. Even, something I'm dealing with is road rage, and I've never had road rage, but for some reason I feel like everybody done forgot how to drive. So when you're tired, you got to take care of yourself. When you're overwhelmed, you got to scrape some of that stuff off your plate and pass it on. We got to learn how to delegate. We have to learn how to delegate, especially as being Black women, African-American women that take on so much. We have to learn how to pass the responsibility on to other responsible people. All right, so if you guys told me how you feeling, now the next question I have for you, when you're thinking about today, like I said, just today, we're focusing on today, because today is the day we begin our journey to mental wellness. Just today, what took up most of your headspace? Like, what's been on your mind for the most part of the day? Like, every time you looked around, or every time you had a moment, you was thinking this thought, or you was thinking about this situation or this circumstance. So if you can put in the comments some of the things, you don't have to be real personal. You can be as bland as you want to be, but we just want to address some of the feelings that we have so we can know how to begin this journey and start on it. My headspace today was, oh my God, Live It Out Inc. is getting ready to start back. You know, have we lost contact with our listeners? You know, how well will it go? Will people tune in? You know, because we always want to reach somebody. So it's not about how many people log on. We just want to make sure we're touching somebody. And your wife getting on your nerves, then you need to tell her she's getting on your nerve. Now, your house is big enough, because that's my niece, for y'all to go in separate rooms and calm down. You have some space. For those of you that are married and you have a spouse, all that, I'm going to leave and I'll be back. No, you go in that room, you think about it, say what you need to say, feel how you need to feel, get over it, handle it, address it, and move on. Coming from somebody who's not married. But I know that it works. I've heard that it's worked. No, do not punch her in her nose or her throat. Ask her what's the problem. See, that's the mental thing. That's mental. Get to the root of the problem. Have the conversation. What 2021 is going to bring me? That's a question that, you know what? And I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's been scary. Mentally, it's been scary. So much has happened. Even though we have a lot to celebrate, but so much has happened that's been so painful and so depressing that it's almost scary. Like, okay, is something gonna happen to one of my family members next? You know, will I get COVID? And if I get it, will I survive it? What if I get in the hospital and nobody can come see me? What's going to happen to me? What's going to happen to my kids? What's going to happen to my family? What's going to happen to my bills if I'm not able to do this? It is so overwhelming. I get you, but we got to take care of our mental health. Me and my family overcoming many obstacles that have become a roadblock. You have to have that conversation with your family. We cannot be scared to. Long time ago, let me go back before I say that. Long time ago, it was always, you would sweep things under the rug, or everything was so hush hush, or that didn't happen, or what goes on in this house stays in this house. You guys got to have the conversation. You guys got to have the hard conversation, because a lot of this stuff is hard to talk about, but it's worth having. If you want to grow, if you want to get well, if you want to heal from the inside out, then you got to address what that issue is. Because if you're holding it, then guess what? It's taking a toll on your mental health. And like we said, if it takes a toll on your mental health, it takes a toll on your emotional health, and it takes a toll on your physical health. And we don't want that. We can't afford to get sick, especially with every time somebody go to the hospital, they catch COVID in the hospital. So that is a mental battle within itself. So if you guys ask what was in my third question is, ask yourself, when did you last eat a whole meal that had your vegetable, your fruit, your meat, your bread, your beverage, the basic food groups, your basic food groups. Sorry to hear that, Dean and Eddie Rowe, R.I.P. Eddie Rowe. The name sounds so familiar to me. So when did you guys actually eat a meal that was healthy and it had all the basic 4 food groups in it? Because nutrition is very important. A low appetite can be a sign of depression. So if you're not eating, that's a sign of depression and other mental health concerns. So you got to think about the way we eat. You got to think about the way we eat. So I see somebody said Tuesday and tonight. Good for you on the healthy meal thing. Nutrition is very important. That's a part of mental wellness. We're going to get into that. Okay. And somebody asked, when I asked how you was feeling, you said you were tired. So do you ask yourself sometimes, am I tired? Like when you can't focus, or when you can't finish things, or you start something and you stop and you can't just go keep your day going all the way through. Do you ask yourself, am I tired? Do I need to stop and reboot? Do I need to start over? Do I need to go reevaluate my day? Do I need to go reevaluate what I'm focusing on and kind of like start it over? So you got to ask yourself too, am I tired? Because being sleep deprived doesn't do health any favors. You got to get your rest. You got to have your 8 hours of sleep. Last question. What did you do today that brought you joy? Did you do anything today that brought you joy? Like something that you just focused on that just made you happy. Like, oh, I'm so glad I'm going to do this today. Whether it was to go get you a massage, or if it was just go buy a pair of shoes, or if you say, look, I'm going to get my car service today because I really need it and that's what I'm going to do. So what did you do that was just for you? Not for your kids, not for your spouse, not for your family members, not for your mom or your dad, but for you. Just you. Now, to answer that question for myself, no. I didn't do anything today. I just went through the day. I went to work, came home, and did all the chores I have to do when I get home. I did nothing that was just Janice related. So that was nothing. So you guys can keep posting while we get into mental wellness. Now, and if you have any questions, please put them in the comment and we'll try to address them. Now, mental wellness is the awareness of one's own ability. That means your own ability to cope with stress from day-to-day life. Some people can handle it. When life starts throwing stuff at them, they know how to just, hey, I'm not going to deal with that right now. I'm dealing with this. Oh, I get back to that. That's not going to bother me. Some people can go through the day and they can just handle problem after problem. But some people, one thing can happen that throws them off track and your entire day is thrown. Nothing else matters because you got thrown off track for that one thing. So not being able to maintain the ability to function while you socializing or working or learning and taking care of your personal health and hygiene, that's a sign that you're struggling with mental wellness. Because you got to be able to handle life situation, because life is going to throw some hard blows. So you got to learn how to handle them and then still maintain your mental health. This is very important, and I've never been into this until just now. So why is mental wellness important? Can anybody tell me why do we think that mental wellness is important? Important to us. One reason, again, and I cannot stress this enough. Mental wellness not only affects the mind, but it affects your physical wellness. I'm gonna keep saying it because every time I read about it, this is what it's saying. It affects your emotional wellness, your financial wellness, and your spiritual wellness. Okay, for instance, they gave an example. A person that's suffering with the illness, if they have good mental wellness, they're able to tackle their illness. They're able to say, you know what, I'm gonna beat this. Whatever I got to do, I'm gonna do it. I can handle this. I can do this. I can get through this. But a person who is suffering, who don't have mental wellness, and they get the same sickness, they can get the same illness, but they'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to me. So you're taking on a whole different aspect. So if you have mental wellness and things happen to you, you kind of got that resilience and you can bounce back and you can fight it off a little bit better, as opposed to focusing on it being so negative or it being something bad that has happened to you. So the next thing I want to discuss with you guys is steps to maintain mental health wellness. Like we said, when I asked you the question about your meal, a lot of y'all said you don't know when the last time you had a decent meal. We got to do better because maintaining a healthy diet with food for your mental health and wellness and exercising regularly, and it's hard. It's hard. I know y'all. Every couple of days, I tell myself and I tell my family, you know what? I'm start exercising again. I'm gonna start back exercising. I'm gonna park my now. What I have started doing is parking my car a little bit further than Walmart, walking up there instead of trying to get out at the front door. So I do that. I've tried to walk, try to get my little walk in right there. So we got to do that. Meditation is another one. And if you have a stressful job, especially teachers, the healthcare field, the warehouse workers, whatever, all jobs are stressful. But if you have a stressful job, you need to take a time to find a mental break just to degress from everything that's going around you. You gotta try to find that mental break. You gotta schedule and put aside time for mental breaks during your work day. Because I know working with kids, some days you just gotta give me 3 minutes and let me come back in the classroom. So you got to find that. You got to find another thing you can do is pick a fun hobby like a sport or a social activity. And I know because of COVID, it's hard to do things. It's hard to get out. It's challenging. People are zoomed out. People are social media out. I mean, TikTok is the hottest thing. Next thing y'all been doing. But to just really get out and socialize, like have a book club or to meet your girls for a drink out or just, to get together with friends and relax, it's been challenging. So we got to find ways to do that. We were meant to socialize. So we got to find a way to socialize safely. I ain't telling nobody not to social distance and be safe. So don't. You won't say that. That was on me. Expand your mind. Learn something new, something that you always wanted to learn. Expand your mind on that. And try practicing mindfulness and meditation exercise like yoga and Tai Chi. I saw somebody say yoga. That's supposed to be amazing for the mind because it calms it all the way down. It calms your mind all the way down, and the breathing, it helps you to relax. And after a day, after being overwhelmed, without after dealing with day-to-day life, you need to take that time to just wind all the way down. Journaling, I saw that journaling. That's a good thing because experts say journaling works. You can journal. It helps you reflect on yourself, your success, and your personal needs. You write down your successes. You write down what you messed up at, your mistakes, or what you failed at. And you write down how you're feeling. You can even write down, I know one therapy class said, the person that you're mad with, write them a letter, read it, and then tear it up. You've now got those feelings out. You now got those feelings out. Okay. So journaling helps strengthen your bond and relationship with friends and family. You have to have a support system. I don't care. You can do not isolate yourself. A lot of people say, I just want to be by myself. I don't want to be bothered with nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to be around nobody. That's a dangerous place to be because we are social beings. That's a dangerous place to be. So you have to surround yourself around people that think like you think, that like some of the things you like, and people that's going to hold you accountable for your actions. You don't need a yes man. You don't need a wingman. You don't need somebody that's going to agree with everything that you do. You don't need somebody that's not going to call you out on your stuff. So when you're building your circle or when you're building your friendship and these bonds with people, make sure that you get somebody that's gonna call you out or that's gonna know when something's not right with you, and you can tell when something's not right with them. Because again, your mental health means so much. When they say, hey sis, you kind of moving a little different, your move a little different, what's going on? And then they're able to tell you what you're doing that's different, and then you can start addressing it from there. And try expanding your social support network by making friends with, all you entrepreneurs, because what 2020 did produce was a bunch of entrepreneurs. That's a whole social network within itself. Why not build from that? Why not exchange business ideas, expand, do what you got to do? Don't think that everybody is out to get you or somebody trying to steal your business, steal your idea. You do what you got to do to protect your company, your business, your name, whatever you got. But don't let your mindset saying that, hey, everybody's out to get me. Use the opportunity to be around other people that's trying to build their business just like you. Say, look, I heard about this place right here where you can go. You can what you call it when you vendors. Vendors, you can come over here and try to sell what you got right here. I heard about this place. Won't you come along, check it out, and tell me what you think? So be like that. You got to think positive. You got to speak positive. You got to be like, hey, sis, I'm proud of you. I like what you're doing. Let's switch ideas, phone numbers, or whatever, and see if you can build a working relationship. If it does not work, then go your separate ways and be okay with that. Do not let that mentally challenge you. All right, so on another thing we're doing on our journey to mental wellness, they say spend some time outdoors. I am an outdoor person. I like the woods. I like the water, the river, the trees, the birds chirping. I love animals. So I am an outdoor person. The mental wellness, it promotes inner peace because God has created this phenomenal earth. If you just take the moment, if you just take a moment and just look around you, well, get out, you got to get outside. You got to spend some time outdoors. You ain't got to go out there right now because it's cold outside. But while you're outside, get to a forest, get to the woods, get to a beach, get to anything that's outdoors, and just take a minute to just look around and admire the natural beauty that God created. That's inner peace. It's going to give you so much inner peace, and it's so refreshing to smell nature. If you have really just smelled outdoors, it is very refreshing. The fresh air, the natural sounds, the sights, and the refreshing smell, it helps reduces the anxiety. If you ever went by the lake, that's why people go fishing. I figured out why people like to go fishing, because it's very calm, it's very relaxing. The water, the sound of the water that's moving is very calming, and it reduces anxiety, and it encourages the strength of inner peace and balance. Now, like when you're in the mountains and the beaches and the forests and the parks, it reduces stress and ease the severity of mental health challenges. You got to find your calm place. You got to find your calm place. I'm not an outside person, so what else can I do to replace that? Okay, so if you're not an outside person, then the meditation is good. The yoga is good. The socializing is good. But the number one thing we need to do, especially as African Americans, is talk to someone. If you feel like you got so much anxiety that you can't deal with, if you feel like you're depressed, if you feel like you know, you got some mental health issues going on, then by all means seek a professional counselor, a professional therapist. There is nothing wrong with seeking therapy. There is nothing wrong with talking to a therapist. If you They come in all shapes, sizes, colors, forms, and everything. If you want a black therapist, you look for African American therapists. If you want Christian therapist, you look for Christian therapists. If you want somebody that's from the LBGTQ community, they are all out there. So the help is there, the resources are there, but we cannot keep having this stigma on us that I ain't talking to no therapist. I'm not. We got to get away from that, people. Our lives are starting to depend on it. We're going crazy. We're losing our minds. Suicide rate is at a high. We have to get to the point where we know it's okay to go talk to somebody. Another thing you can do is read a book. Somebody said they didn't like to go outside. Read a book. Read a book. Reading is always calm and it's good. Go for a walk. Now, I used to do this. I used to just go for a walk. You can get mad and go for a walk. You can be mad with somebody. Hush. You can be mad and you can just leave out and go for a walk to calm down. But if you live in them nice houses, you just go to the other room and stop being mad and y'all go for a walk together. Listen to music. Music calms the savage beast. Music calms the savage beast. I am not going to advise anybody to smoke weed. So, music calms the savage beast. It is therapy. If you hyped up, then you get you some crunk music and you dance. If you kind of want to be chill, jazz music is good. If you just feel like you want to make some noise and you just want to sing and get your Anita Baker on, or I'm not gonna even say Whitney Houston, but sing, dance. You got to do what makes you happy, people. We have to do these things. Of course, you got to eat right and sleep well. So on this journey to mental wellness, we have to look out for each other. A glass of wine is awesome. We have to look out for each other. We have to be our sister keepers. We have to be our brother keepers. We have to be our children's keeper. So, because they stress from that self, we're not listening to R. Kelly, Miss Virginia. So, anyway, we got to hold each other accountable and we got to look out for each other because our mental health depends on it. Live It Out, Inc. We are here. We are back. And we are ready to heal. So if you know anybody that wants to share their story, anybody that's been dealing with suicide, anybody that has any mental health issues that they want to come share with us and let us love on them and provide them with the resources, please pass the information on. Next month is Love Month. So we are looking for married couples. We are looking for couples that are in a serious relationship, not somebody you met offline and y'all just kicking it. We want to do something with couples again in February, so we will get more information out. You guys have been awesome. Please stay tuned. Keep following us. We're gonna be checking up on each other. We're gonna make sure, and then if you feel overwhelmed, please, if you got hit us up on Instagram, Facebook. Look, hey, I need to just talk one-on-one. Hey, I just need you to listen to me one-on-one. That's what we do. That's what Live It Out do, because we want everybody, all of our followers, everybody that's connected to us, everybody that we know, everybody that has anything to do with us and Live It Out. We want you to live your best life. Are you guys ready to start this journey? If you're ready to start this journey with us, give us a thumbs up or whatever them little hands be. Yes. No, then you're not smoking weed every day. Stop. So I need you guys. We're going to start this journey. I'm ready. I got some healing to do. You know, my life is an open book. I have some healing to do. And as I heal and get myself together mentally and physically, I'm taking y'all with me. Everything I do, I am taking you guys with me. Yes. Miss T, yes. Danny, yes. Then you know I'm gonna really be on you. Miss Carol, yes. I love it. We on our way. We're gonna be so much better. and happier. We're gonna have that joy. They're gonna be like, oh, you moving different, you smiling different, you walking different. What's going on with you? We are healing in 2021 for Live It Out. Stay tuned. We got so much in store for you guys. Thank you for our welcome back. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please don't forget our Monday mental health motivation. Yes, please watch our mental health motivation. It is awesome. Um, and we're back here every Thursday. If you want to help us out with the show, if you want to be on the show, if you got some topics that you think we need to discuss, we are listening, and we are here to always be a plethora of resources. And no, I'm not going to smoke any weed. So stop putting it in the comments. All right. So see you guys Monday for Monday mental health motivation. And then we'll see you guys next Thursday with some of my guests. I've got to bring my girls back. And you guys have a good day and continue to live it out.